I want you to be honest with yourself. When you play Blitz, is this usually what your Blitz gameplay looks like? Well, if that's the case, I'm here to help you. And yeah, that was me. That guy dragged his nuts across my face there. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop into the video. So I can help you get better, obviously. Alright, so we're here in map training now. I like to use map training to kind of just mess around and show you guys what I mean as I play the game. So let's say that we're attacking kitchen, right? Deactivate target in first floor kitchen. As a Blitz player, what you're going to want to do, a lot of people, especially in lower ranks, will just maybe not even pop the default camera, and they'll just sprint through here. Another common one that I see is people will just sprint straight through this door. This window. You do not want to do that. Reason being is, and here's another thing you never see Blitz players doing, is droning, or at least having a teammate drone. So if you clear this, you clear this, you clear over here, and then you clear behind Sunrise Bar. But if you clear here and there's someone playing this door, the last thing you ever want to do, and you wouldn't know this unless you droned or had a teammate drone you, is hop in this window. The reason being is, a lot of people don't realize this, they'll hop in the window and they'll look right. But when you do that, even if you're looking right, your shield does not cover you. For the enemy's perspective, which I don't have someone helping me make this, so you're just going to have to imagine it, is imagine this. So you're playing that doorway as a defender, right? Someone vaults this. When they vault, their shield will be in front of them, like this. Meaning, their entire head and upper torso will be exposed while vaulting the window. And if you're holding from this door, that's a free kill. So even if you immediately snap right as soon as you as soon as you vault the window, even if you snap right immediately, for the first couple second or two that you're vaulting, your head's exposed. And any decent player will immediately, even if they're not trying to hold that window, like let's say they're here looking at Sunrise Bar because you got a teammate playing there, the audio cue, because it's not quiet, they will look over and get the freest headshot of their lives on you. Instead, a safer way to attack this area, let's say you need to take Sunrise, right? Like that's your entire play that you're trying to make, you need to attack Sunrise. Instead, what you're going to want to do is come like right here. Right here is a pretty safe spot. You're going to want to drone this. Clear. Clear. You hear someone behind Sunrise Bar. So you're going to want to drone them. They turn around, they probably shoot your drone. Now, you're clear to vault through here. Now you need to clear the area. Right here is a pretty safe bet because if they're playing around the corner, to be able to see you, they'd have to shoot your legs, which means they'd have to be basically right here to even get a glimpse of your legs. So it's pretty solid to be able to stand here. And that's going to be a common theme with a lot of the tips that I give, is you can play standing with Blitz a lot as long as you play cover. So you're able to run up here. They're probably going to turn and run, and you'll get a free kill. Because no one in their right minds will contest Blitz where his entire top half is covered. He can still move at basically full speed, and you can't shoot his bottom half because this is not wall bangable. Now, another good example is playing this corner. Playing this corner with Blitz allows you to take pretty much risk-free gunfights, other than obviously your head being exposed, because when you are standing right here, your head and your legs are exposed, and with shield up, your legs are exposed. And even when you're moving, if you're moving side to side or even front, there's a tiny sliver at the very bottom of your shield that they can shoot your feet through. So a lot of players that I spectate that are like, oh, how did I die? It's because they shoot your feet, dumbass. So what you want to do is you want to clear these areas as quickly as possible. So if you can clear it, if there's someone playing right here, instead of just crouch walking and crossing, that's pretty dangerous. What you want to do is you want to suppress fire, put up your shield, cross. That allows you to take the space to clear cool vibes, clear pit, and then you're able to cross again if it's clear, and then clear blue bar, and then you can take kitchen. That's why a lot of times, it's kind of up for debate with a lot of shield players, but, I mean a lot of blitz players, rather, whether or not you should run smokes or breaches. Personally, I run smokes. The reason being is, if I'm unsure if my cool vibes is completely clear, and I'm unsure if my blue bar is completely clear, I can actually smoke off both areas, assuming they don't have a warden, or if the warden actually uses his ability. I kind of fucked up that, but you get what I mean. If I were to put it there, it would block off the visual, and this blocks off the visual for that. That way I can clear here, and if it's safe, I move up, take more space. The entire point of Blitz, the thing that I see people do the most, that is the worst thing you can possibly do, is play too aggressive. Blitz is a very good character, but oftentimes getting people to give up their positioning, like let's say, let's go upstairs to VIP. Getting people to give up their positioning is oftentimes a little bit better than trying to go for a gunfight that you will more than likely lose, because to be honest, you have a pistol. You do not have a rifle or any sort of automatic weapon. And I've seen people that are very proficient with it. I'm pretty proficient with myself at rapid fire. But you don't have a sight. The recoil is not bad, but the worst part is you don't have a sight. And these sights are not easy to use because you don't just line up the green dot with their head. It's actually the little divot at the very top of that green dot. That's where your bullet's coming out of. And a lot of people actually will aim like this, and if you notice, that's above their head. So never put the green dot on their head, just under it. But that's besides the point. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. So you will not win a gunfight 9 times out of 10 at decent range unless you're right on them. You do not win that, so don't try. So let's say I'm attacking VIP. I know this is clear, and I know my luggage is clear. That allows me to move up to try to take VIP. Assuming that there's someone playing couch here, because usually if there's a bandit, they'll try to be bandit tricking. Most of the time, they'll run back into sight if we lose control of hallway, or there'll be someone playing on these boxes. So we're going to assume that there's a bandit on the wall that just didn't realize that someone was in the hallway, didn't have anyone holding his 90 or his luggage. So therefore, you're free to take this. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to just full sprint in, right? That's asking to die from an angle over here or from Hall of Fame. So what you instead want to do is either break right or left. Breaking right, assuming that this is reinforced and there's head holes here, is a little bit more risky, but this is bulletproof. This allows you to play that strategy I told you earlier, where you can still move at full speed. You can actually use these to lean in and out of cover as you fight, or you can break left. Breaking left would be a safer alternative, as they would still probably be playing about that side of couch. You wouldn't be as exposed to many head holes, and this way is actually pretty cool too, because you can get an angle on here, you can get an angle on here, and you can actually use these bookshelves to mask you for sight. But after chasing the Blitz out of here, clearing Hall of Fame, you can actually move in and take control of Hall of Fame, which is huge in the taking of Penthouse. And I know, I keep yapping about random shit, but it actually makes a massive difference in your gameplay. So, one thing I also see about a bunch of inexperienced blitzes is they will ADS while out of cover. Whenever you can, unless they are right on you, you flash them, then you ADS and kill them. That is a death sentence. If there's someone playing that corner, and I just walk up here willy-nilly, ADS, I'm dead, because there's actually a considerable amount of time that your head is exposed before you're able to accurately shoot. Like, look at this. So, from the time that I start aiming to the time I shoot, that's actually a considerable amount of time, because as soon as you start to aim, your head becomes exposed. Like, right about there. Your head is exposed and can be shot. So instead, a safer alternative would be, oh, we see him. we kill him. Also, in case you don't know, if you're shooting, as your shield goes up, you'll randomly shoot above you. I don't know why that is. But anyway, or to come over here, basically, oh, target's there, cross, move up, re-aim, kill. But then again, taking mid-range gunfights is honestly a pretty bad plan, because if I'm here, I have an ACOG, oh, Blitz is coming up, I think he's going to peek, kill. Those are all things that you really need to consider when playing Blitz. And as well, do not overestimate the range of your Blitz. Your Blitz flash is actually not very good. And people think that it's like, oh, it's so amazing. It lasts about the same duration as a flashbang, but the problem is there's a very short range on it. The flashbang has a lot longer range than the Blitz shield. So a reliable flashing distance, we're going to use this doorway as an example. Let's pretend that there's an enemy just standing here being really stupid, just in the doorway, even facing away from you. It doesn't actually matter if they look at your shield or not, by the way. That's another thing people don't realize. So right about here would be a reliable flashing distance. Just outside of melee range, so they can't melee you. But if you flash here, they'll be blind. Don't push up and try to melee them. That's stupid. Back up, move to the side, crouch, and shoot. Again, back up, move to the side, crouch, and shoot. Because when they get flashed, they're going to go, oh, oh, oh. And if you're anywhere right where when they flashed you, their panic spray may kill you. Or if you try to move up and then ADS on them, they can actually melee your head. I've actually had that happen to me before quite a few times. So you really need to be careful when doing that. Another thing to consider is when I see blitzes all the time flash from this distance back here, right? So if you hit your flash while you're all the way back here, they might get a little white or dark hue on their screen depending on their settings. Dark hue will be like nothing happened. Light hue might freak them out a little bit, but most people play dark hue anyway. If you decide to then ADS, you're back to the same boat as earlier where they can shoot your head before you can even start shooting. And they won't be completely flashed, so that'll be a free kill for them. Instead, if you have to take a gunfight at this distance, 1, save your flash. 2, move behind bar, re-aim, come back out, right? Another thing, and a lot of people will say that you should not do this, but I argue the opposite, and that's actually putting your shield on your back. Now, you may be wondering, why put the shield on your back? Well, there's a couple reasons. This is specifically a last-ditch resort. When you turn to run away from somebody, like let's say there's 30 seconds on the clock, you have to reposition fast. Instead of, oh, let's say someone's playing here, instead of just turning and running like that, shoot, put it on your back, run away. That way, if they turn and swing you, which really you should never put yourself in this situation, but it happens. If they turn to swing you, your shield is on your back. It's all the way down there. Your shield is on your back, so it's going to be a lot harder for them to shoot you, especially since your shield actually covers a majority of your head while you're running away. So this is a good example. Let's go up to like a person height. This is an example of what they would see, right? They can shoot your legs or a little sliver of the top of your head. Now, my head's a bit down because of because I'm on my camera, but they can still see less of your head, less of your neck, and this is still bulletproof at all times. Therefore, if you must run away from somebody, put the shield on your back. Now, there is a debate on what you should be running on your pistol, and I don't know why it's a debate. You have 3 options: nothing, which is never a good option, muzzle brake, or suppressor. Muzzle brake will reduce the recoil, while suppressor will just make your gun sound quieter, remove tracers, and actually does nothing for your recoil. So, The clear choice to me personally, since Blitz is such an aggressive operator, is to not run Suppressor. I don't know why people run Suppressor. Your shield makes so much noise to begin with. The Suppressor would not even help conceal your position. Not to mention, the P12 actually kind of sucks when it comes to recoil patterns. So, like, let's look at Monty's, right? Monty's is actually a lot lower than Blitz's. Blitz's pistol is actually pretty high on recoil for pistols. That being said, muzzle brake all the way for me, personally. So, what you need to do to get good at Blitz, or really any other shield operator, is you need to come over here. Let's just turn on infinite magazine ammo, and you need to become proficient with the pistol. Right? So you need to come into here, turn your targets on running, because your targets will always be running away from you. Or at least walking. I have it on random from another thing that I was doing. But having them running is always better because targets typically will run away from you. So you need to come in here, put them on 125 health, and you just need to practice with your... Sorry, I'm not doing a voiceover. This is active during my recording. But you need to get good with the pistol, because it is your only weapon. One quick thing that I forgot to mention is if you don't want to practice inside the firing range, you can play IQ or Bandit and just use their pistol inside of free-for-all or TDM. Those are also both really good ways to practice with your pistol. And actually there, I did pretty shit with the pistol. But the point is, you need to get good with hitting headshots with this thing. Even though body shots deal a massive amount of damage, it's actually like 44 damage, I think. Which is a 3-shot kill to anybody. Headshots are always the way to go. And headshots with a pistol are actually not too bad. You just kind of aim mid-head. A lot of people like to aim for the cranium for whatever reason, but I like to aim for the jaw. I don't know why people aim for the very top of people's heads, but regardless, let's look at some actual gameplay here so that I can explain to you guys why I'm doing what I'm doing when I'm doing it. So starting off strong on Presidential Plane, yes, I did drone, by the way. I don't sit and I don't play on my phone or watch TikTok during prep phase because that is bad. So I know that this is clear. I can run in and I can easily take all of this free space here because people do not apparently know how to play sight. With my side clear, I turn around, check behind me because I thought I heard someone behind me. And it turns out someone came through the rotate, so that is a free kill for me. Now, I held this space. I have it. I'm Blitz. You cannot push a Blitz out of this space, so I go to take more space. If I take this hallway here, and I know someone's playing to my left now, they can't push me, which means I can type to my teammates, which are not exactly very smart, that they can take B, because B is free. Now, I can move up, and I can clear this guy off of my left with a shield flash. And now we're able to go back and take sight again. And we can plant. I see that one of my teammates dies, so I'm going to go and I'm going to prevent him from pushing up behind my teammates. And that is another free kill. Now, would I play this differently if it was ranked? Yes, absolutely. You have to be coordinated with your team. But assuming that you're solo queuing or playing quick match or standard, rushing in and killing them like that is easily the best thing that you can do. And when I say rush in and kill them, I mean with intel. Here, I didn't clear office, but I hear someone behind me, and I'm able to actually fight these guys. Now, this is pretty difficult here because I am by myself. If I allow them to take space on me, here I put my shield behind my back, like I had mentioned earlier, I'm able to actually go ahead and take these kills one at a time. I smoke that off so I don't get hit in the ass while I'm fighting these guys. I take 2 free kills, and then I go around and I focus back on the dock. The dock here is isolated, so it's a flash, back up, shoot. Notice he went for the melee on me, and then he went for the panic spray. By backing up and crouching, I allow myself to remain safe. Now we can clear the Aruni gates with our smokes that we had, and then we can use our last drone to pop this Aruni gate. which honestly I shouldn't have done because now I'm out of things to tank Aruni Gates, and there's one more up here, but it won't matter because my teammate, although not being in a call with me, we're mentally connected apparently, and he knew he'd waste an ace on this, so I'm able to flank because I know where the last guy is and get yet another free kill. And now we somehow managed to lose both our defense rounds. I don't really know how, considering wow. Looking back on this, I accidentally flashed there. That's embarrassing. I know the Legion's here, and the Goon Mine's not on the door, so I'm clear to actually enter through and go for the kill. The only reason I didn't bash it down and I decided to leap through there was because I thought that he was full sprinting back to site. He looked terrified, so that's why I did that. I'm able to smoke that off and then clear beneath here, which I didn't clear all the way with a drone, so I need to be careful here, and that's why I'm playing slow. But I get the free kill, and I'm able to take it yet even more space. Using smoke to clear off the potential peek, I'm able to help our teammates get that kill, and then we're able to take site here. Now, I know that the dock is going to be on my close right when I go through this door due to audio. I know he's going to be right around this corner, so I'm able to clear that by visually looking at it and then full sprint around this corner and get aggressive. And now, since I was able to take so much space with my shield, we're able to clear out site and take site control, which means the last person's either going to be in A, but when I clear A, I don't hear them. I see that our people are fighting behind, so I'm going to run up, and here is where my playstyle completely shifts. I put some lead down range, but I know the dumbest thing that you can do is contest a blitz like this. So I'm going to put my shield on my back, run back to site, pop default camera, and go for the plant in this corner. Now, normally I would turtle plant. However, I know that my teammates got my back, and I don't want to do that and have to risk it. I hear him moving up behind me. I don't realize it right away, but he's on this head pole, so I get the easy flash, and I pre-fire for the easy kill. I could go on all day showing you guys stuff like this, or you could try it for yourself. Watch all the tip videos I make, and you will get better at the game. Thank you so much. Oh, don't mind the shameless plug, by the way. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe for more. Thank you.